So we are going to just see how to count the frequency of a substring in a given string. So for example, here we have original string India, Indian, Indians, and we have a substring India. Now you can see that the frequency of a substring is the frequency of a substring India in the original string is 3. Okay, let us do that. So we will see two different logics today. So children, here we have declared a class frequency. We have got a string str, we have got a substring sub, and we have got a variable c for frequency. Okay. So first of all, enter original string. Children, today I will show you how to use temporary instance of a scanner class in order to input. So in that case, you just simply write this str, no need to declare or make the permanent instance. This is how we have made a temporary instance, and this next line function. So you need not to declare scanner class, permanent object of the scanner class. You can use this scanner class temporary instance like this. Yes. And after that, one more thing I would like to tell you. In this case, if you even need to declare or input the combination of string and integer, then also there will be no issue with this. So every time whenever you want to input anything, you just create a temporary instance of this kind of class and just call the function, required function which you want to call. So here I am calling next int, earlier I have called next line, and even if I want to call next double, then also we can use. Suppose double D next scanner system.in, and here next double. This is what I can here you people can use. So just see how to input. Okay, there is two type of variables, so just make it d1. Original string this, integer this, and double this. So you can input out all type of values. Okay. Now here I want to print all possible substrings. So what to do? You just start a loop from 0 to less than str.length, and then you just start a loop from I plus 1 and up to str.length j plus plus, and here str dot substring I comma j, and just printing the string. Suppose this is the main string, and you see that here all possible substrings you have got. Children, earlier you can see that the combination of all i's has come, the very first letter with other, and then the combination of n means from here up to this part, n, nd, ndi, ndia, and then combination of all d's has come, and then combination of i's, and finally the last alphabet has come. So how it is, how this is coming like this, children? Suppose we have and these are the index numbers. So see what will happen. Initially I is 0, then this will start from 1, 0 plus 1, 1. So initially 0 comma 1, which is I, then 0 comma 2 which is in, and then 0 comma 3 which is I and D, 0 comma 4 which is I and D I, and 0 comma 5 which is I and D I and A will come. And after that the value of I becomes 1. When it becomes 1, then 1 comma 2 which is ND, 1 comma 3 which is NDI, 1 comma 4 which is NDIA, and then I becomes 2. So 2 comma 3 which is DI, 2 comma 3 which is D, 2 comma 4 which is DI, and 2 comma 5 which is DIA. This is how the values are coming. And now in order to search the substring, what you have to do? In order to search, you need to simply call it. So here you need to simply call it. So here if t dot equals that children, here I have not entered the substring, so I need to input. So for that, here just display the message. So that is sub is a new scanner. So we have entered, and after that I need to just check it. So if t dot equals sub, if this is the case, c is equals to c plus 1, and after this process what to do is just compare. So if c is 0, it simply means substring not found. Else the frequency is c. So children, what we are doing actually here, we are just extracting all the possible substrings, and then we are comparing this T with the substring which we want to search. And if any match occurs, immediately we are incrementing the value of C by 1. So this is what we are doing. So let us execute. Suppose it is India, Indians, and here it is Indian. You see that the frequency of Indian within this is twice. So it works. Let us see one more example. Suppose it is and here we want to search Indians. You see that the frequency of Indians is 1. Even if we want to input this Indians, Indian and India, and we want to search this IND, only the frequency is 3. So children, this is working, and now we want to see one more logic. So in that logic, actually that the logic which I am just going to tell you, that is a generic one, and that works with arrays also. So here first of all, we need to remove this loop, it is not needed. Okay, so here what to do is, first of all, I would like to show you how it works. Children, you can see that there is a main string India space in, and there is a substring IND. So you see that here the index number 012, and the length of this string is 3, and this is 0 1 2 3 5 is this is space, and this is 6, this is 7. Actually, this is 5. So here it is 5, which is a space. Okay. Now, first of all, we have to see how long this loop will go. So this loop will go till the possibility is there of getting the substring in the string. So here, if we write sub dot length, the loop will go up to str dot length minus sub dot length. Children, here the length is 8 and its length is 3, which is the substring's length is 3. So 8 minus 3, which is 5. So it means this loop will go maximum at this index number, because after that only 2 alphabets will be left, and it is not possible, it is impossible to getting the substring which is of length 3 in the remaining 2 alphabets. So we need not to go, but in case if the main string is this, then up to this index number we need to execute the loop, because there is a possibility, because the length of this substring is 3, and if we extract the last 3 alphabets, you can see there is a match, which is IND matches. So here at present the length is 9, and 9 minus 3 is 6. So up to index number 6 the outer loop will go, this one, and after that there is no possibility. So I'm just going to write. So for that I need to have one more variable, which is f, and this f is a status variable. So what to do? If str.charAt the extracted symbol from the main string, original string, if it matches with sub.charAt 0, if the first alphabet of the substring matches with any alphabet of the main string, there is a possibility. And in that case, what we will be doing? We are just making this f variable 0, and then we start a loop that will go from 1 till it is less than sub dot length and j plus plus, and here if str.charAt of I plus j is not matching with sub dot charAt of j, then what we will be doing? We will make f1, and this loop will get terminated. And outside this loop body, what we need to do? We need to check if everything was a perfect match. If there was a perfect match with every pair of character literal, then we need to count the frequency of C by 1. And here after that, if C is 0, so substring not found, otherwise the frequency is C. Let us see that. Children, here suppose it is India, in fact Indians, and here it is Indians, and if we want to search this Indians, you can see that the frequency is 1. One more, if we have uh, Indians, and here if it is Indians, you see that the substring is not found. So you just see what we are actually doing. Children, suppose the original string is India, and here we want to search IND. if you focus on the main loop, it will go up to str dot length minus sub dot length. So it simply means the value of I will reach up to here, because here the length is, this is 0 1 2 3 4, it is 5 6 7 8, it is up to 5 because its length is 3. So str dot caret of I, initially I was I is 0, so this will match with the very first alphabet of the substring. So fine, the control will come inside this block, f will become 0, and the loop will start, j loop will start from this n, and it will go up to this part. So what will happen, sub dot caret of n means this n, and I was 0, 0 plus 1, if you extract 0 plus 1 from the original one, so you will get this n. So this n is matching with this d. So there is no change in f, f will remain 0 and break will not happen. Now j will reach this d, j becomes 2, and 0 plus 2, this d will get also matched with this d, and after that this j will terminate. F was 0, f was 0, it means increment the value of c by 1. Now in the next case, what happens when I reaches here? 0 1 2 3, when I reaches here, this I will match with this, fine, f is 0, and the loop will start for the remaining alphabets of the substring, which is for n and d. Now when j is 1, we got extracted this n, but when I plus j, which is a, and this a will not match with this n, f becomes 1, break will happen, f is not 0, nothing will get incremented, and I gets incremented, I reaches this a will not match with this first one, and again there is a match which occurs when I was at this, which is 0 1 2 3 4 5 at 6, and this I got matched with this, so again f will become 0, and this j will start from the remaining, for the remaining. So sub dot caret of j means this n will get matched with I plus 1, which is this n, and then again this d will get matched with this d, and after that this substrings loop got, this j got terminated. F is still 0, we counted the frequency of c, we incremented the value of c again, and after that this condition will become false, because I will not go for these two alphabets, because these are only a number of alphabets, remaining alphabets are 2, and here the length is 3. So whenever this value, the length here, becomes more than the remaining, it will terminate. So this is how we are counting the frequency of a substring in a given string. So just see one more time here. Suppose it is and here we just want to find out the frequency of this. You can see that the frequency of I and D I is 2, so it's working. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, you have got the concept. Thanks for watching.